All right, everyone, welcome back to my channel. I decided to come out with a new video on the Akai Force 3.1 update, and I want to thank those who currently subscribe to me and thank those that choose to subscribe to me going forward. I tried to come out with this video last night, but I quickly received feedback from those that watched the video that I forgot that the audio was real low, or you only heard audio of me speaking in one ear and the actual force in the other ear. With that feedback, I went back and looked at what I did, and I forgot to check a small box in OBS that says mono. So once I checked that, what you're hearing now is thanks to the feedback that I received from those that watched the video. So thank you to those that mention it. So I have recreated this video. So let's go ahead and move forward and get it started. So with the new 3.1 Akai Force update, they came out a new feature called Midi Learn. So I'm just going to give you a quick tip that threw me off when I first got it. So the first thing I wanted to show you is I already have a drum kit loaded. And then we'll go to Midi Learn. And then we'll just hit the plus sign. And what happens is when you go to select the source and you go down to track, and then you go down to the actual drum kit, if you notice at the higher level is the drum kit name. And then from there you select the pad, and then from there you select the bank, which is always going to be A through whatever. And then once you select the bank, it's always going to be A01, A02, so on and so forth. That never changes. Okay. But let's get back up to the name part of it. That's the thing I learned the hard way. I had started set up the Midi Learn feature, but once I changed out the drum track, or drum kit, I should say, I lost everything. So in this tip, I just want to show you a workaround that you may find helpful, and go over that with you. So we're going to go back to Matrix. So I set up this drum kit, and I just went to plus, select drum track, and set that up, and then gave it a name. And then I saved it part of the project. I did test to see if I can save it as a kit and still save the MIDI information, or the Midi Learn information, and that did not work. So don't try it. So the next thing is make sure you save it as a project or save it as a template, however you choose to save it, but save it as a project at least. And then the next thing is, so now that I've saved it, I go to edit, and then I add samples to the pads, to each pad. So that way I say the Midi Learn, I can keep the Midi Learn feature saved the way I want it. Now I'm using a MIDI twister fighter, or MIDI fighter twister, that I bought from DJ Tech Tools. This is a very cool MIDI controller, but you can use any MIDI controller. The reason I like this one is it has 3 functions per knob. So if I press it, it does something. If I turn it, it does something. But if I press and turn, it does something else. So those 3 functions per knob, and I have different banks. So you can see them turning colors as I go through them. So that's a lot of different things I can set up. Okay. So this one I already set up. So the press of a button, it mutes the track. Okay. So when I go to the Matrix and I record, let's arm it. So I just unarmed it. Now when I hit, and you see it turn colors too. So that's what I have it set up for. So Um, so the goal is to set this all up for different drums on this bank, set this row for VST ones like cutoff and things like that, and this one for another VST, and this one for another VST. Just keep in mind, if you do use a VST and you change the sound in the VST, you also lose your MIDI control, your MIDI learn features as well. So if you set up cutoff, for example, on hype bass, when you change from hype bass to hype piano or whatever other sound, you're going to lose that cutoff MIDI learn feature. So keep that in mind as well. So you may want to use key group and just change out the sample or something. So those are the quick tips. I think I made this video pretty short and to the point, which is what was the goal. But keep creating great music and having fun. And thank you for watching. I'll probably create another video showing me actually using this in the real world and go from there. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great one. And thank you for watching.